In this question, we are going to choose the possible identities of X and Y from the table. X, Y, and Z are elements all found within group 13, 14, and 15 of the periodic table. X is in the same group in the periodic table as Y. Y and Z are in period 3. Let me pull out the periodic table. So X, Y, and Z could be any of the elements in group 13, 14, and 15. Y and Z in period 3. So Y and Z could be aluminium, silicon, or phosphorus. The next information says that the first ionization energy of X is greater than the first ionization energy of Y. We know that going down any group, the first ionization energies are decreasing, so X is above Y in the group. This helps us to narrow down the possible identities of X, Y, and Z to these 6 elements. I copied the 6 possible identities of X, Y, and Z, and also the graph of melting points of period 3 elements, because the next information given to us is melting point of Z is less than melting point of Y. There are 3 possible identities of Y and Z because they are both in period 3. If Y is aluminium, between silicon and phosphorus, phosphorus has a melting point that is less than the melting point of aluminium. So Z would be phosphorus. The element above Y will be boron. So X is boron. These 3 will be possible identities of X, Y, and Z. Now let's look at the other possible identity of Y. If Y is silicon, both aluminium and phosphorus have lower melting points than silicon, so Z could be any of them. The element above silicon in group 14 will be carbon, so X would be carbon. The third possible identity of Y is phosphorus. If Y is phosphorus, both the melting points of aluminium and silicon will be higher than the melting point of phosphorus. They could not be Z, so Y is not phosphorus. That helps us to rule out answer C and D. So now let's look at combination 1 and 2 and see which answer from A and B matches one of them. X is boron, Y is aluminium, A is correct. Answer B doesn't match any of the possible identities of X and Y, so answer to this question is A.